Audrey is looking for a second date update this morning, and we're going to do our best to get it done.
Get her done.
Hi, Audrey.
Hi, guys. It's really great to talk to you.
You too.
Great to talk to you. So tell us about Hunter. How'd that all start?
Well, I'm honestly hoping you can get me a boyfriend with this call.
Oh, she wants more than a second date. She wants a boyfriend.
So are we. We're hoping the same.
Well, I just had the best date with this guy, and I honestly felt so connected to him, and we laughed and laughed basically the whole date. I met him on Hinge, and we went to lunch, which was a nice option, a little day date. And we were there for about 2 hours, I would say, and we talked the entire time. There was no awkward silences. It was great. We talked about work and family and friends and, like where we like to go on vacation and what we like to do for fun and, all the basic stuff. We just seemed to have a lot in common, and I thought he was super cute, and I could totally see myself having a physical relationship with him. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Got
Do you
it.
know what I mean?
Cute doesn't hurt.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you just spot somebody on the street and think, I could. That.
I bet they're awesome.
Sometimes.
Yeah. All the time.
Yeah, there was a definite attraction there, and I really thought that he was feeling it too. He was definitely flirting with me. When we left, I told him it was really great to meet him and that I was excited to see where things went. And he was like, yeah, me too. So I texted him that night a couple of times and I never heard a word back. And honestly, I just don't really get it. Like, I don't understand. It was a great date. I swear it was a great date. I know that sometimes it can sound like maybe it wasn't, but it was, I swear. And I really do want to see him again. So please help me.
Yeah. Did you? So, I mean, he was obviously sincere when he said, yes, me too.
Mm-hmm.
It's all in the tone, right?
For sure.
Sometimes it's different because you were in person, but you know how things get lost in textation. I don't know. Does sometimes things get lost in tone? You know how, let's say you got two people in a room together. They're arguing about something. Mm-hmm. And, you kind of see the point that each person is trying to make, but they're not understanding each other because it's as if they speak two different languages.
For sure.
Even though they might be saying the same thing.
Right.
Yeah. Now,
And some people can only see things from a first person perspective. Like, they can only see a situation the way that they see it, and they completely are incapable of seeing it from anybody else's perspective.
Yes.
That is like 60% of the population. I just saw a study about this.
60%?
60% of the population
Jeez.
can see only from a first person perspective.
It's so interesting because me and my brother growing up, I think I got all the empathy and he got none.
Yeah.
Like being able to see things through other perspectives. So I'm like, hello.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty eye-opening.
Yeah. It's kind of scary.
Now, I realize that this conversation is a huge expansion on, yes, me too. But I was just trying to get a sense of his level of sincerity, because I'm sure you rewound that in your brain more than once. And since you connected so well throughout the rest of the date, if you felt the tone matched.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to me, it did feel genuine. Like I said, it was a great date.
Good.
I thought it was a great date. He was flirting with me, so it felt genuine.
Okay. All right. Well, now that we got our personal baggage out of the way, maybe we'll take a break. And when we come back, we will call Hunter and try to get you a boyfriend, Audrey.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Will you settle for a second date? Can we start with that first, if all goes well?
Yes.
Okay. Second date update continues. Audrey and Hunter met on Hinge, where they enjoyed a 2-hour lunch together that was so good. There were no awkward silences or pauses, which even amongst friends, that can be difficult. I mean, people ran out of things to say, but not Audrey and Hunter. They talked about work, friends, family, the fun they like to have, vacations they've been on. Discovered they had so much in common. The fact Audrey finds him physically attractive doesn't hurt. In fact, Audrey said more than a second date, she wants a boyfriend out of this, which is a tall order. So the pressure is on.
I'm a little nervous, though, like, since she wants a boyfriend, I'm wondering, did she come off like super strong, and that's why he's kind of like,
You could feel the
look,
desperation.
I'm just kind of going out for coffee or whatever. Back off. Because I was commitment phobia too,
Right.
you know?
Well, we're about to find out. Let's call him up.
Hello.
Hi, can we speak to Hunter, please?
This is him.
Hunter,
Hi.
it's Jeff and Jen at Q102. How are you this morning?
Wow.
How are you, man? You ever get to listen?
Yeah, a few times.
A few times? Cool.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
We're glad you answered the phone because we wanted to talk to you about a girl.
What about a girl?
Her name is Audrey, and I guess you had a lunch date recently, and she was very struck by how much you two have in common and how much fun you guys had. In fact, she felt very much at ease with you and was remarking about how there didn't seem to be any of that weird awkwardness that sometimes takes place between two people who have just met. And we just wanted to meet you, man. Talk to you and kind of get a sense from you as to what your thoughts were of the date.
Oh, okay. So, like, this is second day update, right?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Well, we can start with a second date and see where it leads,
Yeah.
if you're open.
Well, sorry to burst that bubble, but that was the weirdest date I ever had.
Really?
What happened?
Yeah. So she kept dropping quotes from Friends. I wasn't really sure what she was doing at first.
Quotes
I
from
didn't really
Friends? The sitcom?
Yeah, the sitcom. So I didn't even know that. I've never watched the show. So, at one point, she yelled, like, pivot, and I look at her kind of funny. and she, like, tells me the backstory, and I'm like, okay, I've never watched, so it was kind of like the references just kept falling flat on me. But then she, like, did it again. She did something about FICA taking all her money.
Oh,
then she
FICA?
explained-
Oh, FICA.
Who is FICA and why are they getting all my money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rachel said that.
Yeah, that's a Rachel line.
I don't even know who Rachel is.
Jennifer.
Well, that
Aniston.
was the character played by Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it. So she explained that, and then she explained we were on a break. And
That's one of the classics.
Saying something about, like, Smelly Cat. I
Did
think
she
it was.
sing Smelly Cat?
Smelly
Because that would be
cat,
amazing.
Smelly cat.
Why are you singing this at
What
lunch?
are they feeding you?
Yeah.
It's not your fault.
Okay, I don't think it's going to pivot anymore. You think?
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
Don't keep playing that. He might hang up.
Like, how many references? I mean, was she over a 2-hour date? Did she spout out 3 or 4 references, or was this something that became
No,
an
this-
overall theme for the night?
This was, like, constant. Like, she dropped a bunch, and she would just, like, tell me just, like, I had to watch it. It's, like, the best show ever. And it was just really weird for me. Like, overall, I don't really watch that much TV. And I'm sure I'm not going to, like, binge watch a, like, 30-year-old show.
I don't know, dude. It's pretty funny. You might actually enjoy it. You should watch a couple episodes.
You should watch it.
We are totally
What is it
team
even on? Is it
Audrey.
is it on Disney? Is it on HBO?
No,
Where
it's
is
on
it?
Peacock. So
It's on
remember,
Peacock?
I think
Okay.
it's on the Peacock network because it left Netflix. They tried to pay to keep it. But if you have just regular Alta Fiber cable, they run marathons on TBS almost every day of every week, including the weekends. Like
Oh,
it
wow.
is
So you
always
can catch it.
on.
Or watch it on demand.
There you
I
go.
will say though, I understand slightly where he's coming from on this because I never watched The Office, and Jeff and Tim will often quote The Office,
That's what she said.
and I'm like, oh, huh. But I don't really know who
Hey.
Michael Strahan is or
Yeah.
whoever.
Michael Scott.
Whatever.
Strahan.
Exactly. Do you know what I'm trying to say here?
We don't, but you know what? They feel the same way about us dropping Christmas story.
Yeah, like
quotes all the
Jeff
time.
gets so freaking annoyed
I
when
know.
Jen and I are going,
I don't.
You used all the glue
Yeah.
on purpose.
Exactly.
It just-
Not the finger. And Jen and I are cracking up, but it's not funny for everybody. So if you don't get it, you don't get it. This is a if you
That's
know,
right.
you know, Sitch, you know?
Sons of bitches. Papa says.
So dumb.
All right. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Audrey. I mean, it doesn't sound like you have enough in common, despite everything else. I mean, Friends is pretty pivotal.
I mean, did you call me weird?
It was weird for me.
No, I'm not weird. Like, hello, Jeff and Jenn were just quoting it. All my friends watch Friends, and they love it. They quote the show all the time. We think it's hilarious. You're just out of touch.
I mean, could you two be any further apart?
You totally get it and love it. Like, honestly.
I mean, just like, why were you doing all the Friends quoting, though? Is it just one of your favorite shows, or were you doing that to kind of break the ice?
Like, is this something
Were
you
you
do
trying
all
to
the
be
time,
funny,
or did it come
yeah.
up?
I mean, like my friends and I do it all the time, so I guess it's just ingrained in me. And I mean, you guys were quoting it too. It's a cultural phenomenon. How do you not know Friends?
You know, and it's funny. It's like, is that something that will go away? I would, my initial reaction would be like, yeah, I mean, a year or two from now, you might have moved on to something else. But I don't know. I mean, quoting Christmas Story for decades.
The whole life, our whole life.
I know.
Yeah.
Still funny.
Hilarious. He looks like a deranged Easter bunny.
Oh, fudge. This is going too far.
Oh, fudge.
So no second date here?
I mean, honest to God, is this
Yeah.
the only... Really?
No, it just was really awkward and weird for me. It's just odd. Like, I don't really get TV shows like that, and I'm not really going to watch it, and I don't really want to deal with this ever. I feel like no matter what happened, I'll constantly be told to watch Friends. I think I'm fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, to each their own, right?
Yeah.
Audrey, looks like you and Hunter are on a break.
A permanent break.
Could I be more sad? No boyfriend, I guess.
No boyfriend.
No boyfriend.
Yeah,
I'm
it doesn't
sorry.
look like it.
But,
Sorry.
do you want a boyfriend who doesn't watch Friends? I mean, come on.
That's true. Thank you.
Appreciate you putting yourself out there. Hey, we appreciate you.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Yeah,
You
take it
too.
easy. Yeah, that was a classic second date update we did back in May, obviously before the passing of Matthew Perry, and I just thought it was, I don't know, somewhat appropriate,
Timely.
sort of timely, I guess is a good word for it.
Yeah.
The Friends cast released a joint statement yesterday. They took their time working on it.
They did. And this is what they said. They said, "We are all so utterly devastated by the loss of Matthew. We were more than just castmates. We were a family. There is so much to say, but right now we're going to take a moment to grieve and process this unfathomable loss. In time, we will say more, and when we are able. For now, our thoughts and our love are with Maddie's family, his friends, and everyone who loved him around the world." And then, of course, it was signed by Jennifer, Courtney, Lisa, Matt, and David. Now, David Schwimmer was spotted in Manhattan yesterday, but he was trying to hide his identity with a baseball hat and a face mask. I'm sure none of them want to speak about it yet.
Right. And I guess an autopsy has been completed, but an official cause of death is pending results of toxicology and other tests. So, yeah.